First of all, I'd like to say our respect for this program, for Purdue and for Coach Painter and for those players. Everything they do is first class, and you can see it from how they walk, how they talk, the handshake line, the culture. And it's something that I've studied from a distance for a number of years, and been fortunate that Coach Painter has been a mentor and a friend. And it's tremendous respect we have for them. It was a day for us. We played our absolute best. We knew we were going to need to do that. And I think when you play an elite competitor and a tremendous program, and you have the respect that we have for their program, you know it's going to take your best. And we were fortunate today, that we made enough shots, made enough plays, and things went our way.
TJ, what does it say about Killian? It's 15 seconds left in the game. He's still pressuring the basketball. He just wants to rip the ball away. What does that say about the DNA of this team and just how he fits you guys?
Yeah, when we first became aware of Killian, we knew that he had that relentless mindset. And, people have said he was, built to play in this program and our style. And, we certainly have strong feelings that way. I will say that the last 3 possessions or whatever it was, and he was picking up and going to the boards, I was yelling not to do that. And I wanted him to get back, and I didn't want him to do that, but I guess, he's just wired how he's wired. He does things one way and does it every day, and the consistency of that habit showed up for him today.
TJ, how would you describe the defensive intent your team played with, especially keeping Kaufman-Renn to just 1 of 9 or 1 of 8 shooter?
Yeah, the connectedness, defensively was impressive by our guys because, you have to communicate so well, and you have to do that against an amazing crowd and fan base, against a team that can hurt you in so many ways. And I felt like our guys, as the game continued to go forward, built confidence in that communication, having each other's back, pride guarding the basketball, and then it's going to be rebounding the ball and finishing plays on the glass. It's going to be so important, and that's across the board. Everybody needs to rebound. So, our guys do the hard work every single day defensively, and we're really fortunate that those habits showed up for us here today.
And for Tamin and Milan, first time Iowa State is taking down the number 1 team on the road, to do that in front of Tyrese, just what was that like?
It was a great atmosphere. We expected a lot of energy, and I've heard great things about Mackey, so I loved it. He loved playing in these type of games, these high-level games, and obviously having Tyrese there. I don't know if they cheer for him or boo for him. I think they booed for him when he came in, but it was just high-level game, and I feel like we shared the ball so well on the offensive side, and just things were just flowing for us, and it felt pretty good out there.
For both the players, what type of message does a performance like this send, not just to win, but to dominate a team that just doesn't lose at home very often?
I think it just shows we're a really good team, really connected. To come beat this team by 20-some points, it shows a lot, just the connective of this group. And Purdue is a really good team, so the way we played today, the way we shared the ball, I think it just shows we're one of the best teams in the country, and gotta be scared to play us.
TJ, how much has Joshua Jefferson's perimeter shooting improved, and how much does that help open up the game for not only himself but for you guys?
Well, he puts the work in every single day, and it's in this off season. He's done a remarkable job with his nutrition. He's done a remarkable job with his conditioning, and he's done a remarkable job with his playmaking and shooting. And he's put the work in. He's a tireless worker. This is really important to him. He cares about a job well done, and I think he's got so many weapons offensively that he can beat you off the bounce, he can get assists, he can make plays, he can finish plays. He's shooting the 3 with so much confidence, and I just can't say enough about how many ways he's impacting winning, and certainly going 3 for 4 from 3 is a huge part of that.
And through this 9-0 start, what would you say are the biggest things you've learned from your team so far?
Our guys are doing the hard work every day. I think our approach to practice has been good. It's going to need to continue to stay good. I think, maintaining a humility, when you're able to, have success, win a game, do those sort of things, and immediately just get right back to the next thing, which is get back to the practice court, get back to work, and and have fun doing it. And these guys have done that to this point. It's very early in the season. Like you said, you're only 9 opportunities in. We've got a ton of games out in front of us. So, the main thing for us is keep the main thing, no distractions, keep doing the work, earn the right to win, and put yourself in position to win every night.
Coach, can you just speak to what you were able to do to take Smith and Kaufman right out of their comfort zone in that little 2-man game there on up top?
I think with Smith, there's a reason why he's a first-team All-American, only first-team All-American return to college basketball, because he's a very gifted playmaker, winner, competitor, decision maker. We knew out of respect that we had to change coverage continuously, whether it's switch it, whether it's trap it, whether it's stay with the basketball, get to the basketball early, try to make him hesitant. And it's like a great quarterback in football who, if you allow them to make the plays over and over again, they're going to beat you. And I think our guys did a really good job of staying consistent with trying to be disruptive. And he's a phenomenal player, a phenomenal competitor, and he's proven that over and over. So we knew we had to be at our best there. And then, with Kaufman and Wren, I think, there's not a front court player that plays harder and wants to win more than what he does. And, some of those floaters that go in for him a lot of nights didn't go in quite as much tonight. But he's a relentless competitor, and whether it's on the short roll or on the glass, he's a heck of a winning player. We really respect him.
Milan, you guys are up to second on KenPom. Like, you've been part of good teams, but this is a little different. Why has this team coalesced in this type of way?
Can you define coalesced?
I have no clue what that means.
Use it in a sentence.
I would just say the way this team is put together, everyone kind of knows their role. Whether it's the best player, role player, I think everyone comes in and knows what they need to do. So it's not a surprise to anyone what we're doing, I think. I think just what we do on the offense and defense end together right now is really good, and I think we're just shooting the ball really well too, which helps.
Tamin, you're usually a business guy who doesn't really show much emotion, but there was a moment in the second half where you hit a 3 and did the Tyrese phone celebration. Was that planned? And what did Tyrese mean to you growing up?
I don't know if it was really planned. I thought about it. I know he did a little bit when he was at Iowa State. Obviously, growing up a Cyclone fan, he means a lot to me and the program in a whole. So I think the last time he came to one of our away games, it was we lost by like 20-something a couple years ago. So to have him at this one and to win and just have him enjoy that moment with us was awesome. He was able to share some words with us in the locker room. So just have that respect for him, and then it was a lot of fun.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.